Hello there, my name is Valerie White Williams and I'm a voice teacher and a vocal coach for Vocal Splendor Studios. Today I'm doing another reaction video and this time I'm back to reacting to Beste Zangers and I am listening to Roel van Velzen singing for Karsu, maakt, muziek. Let's have a listen.
Vaak zit ik gevangen, wil ik niet bewegen. Mijn hoofd houdt alles tegen, dan zie ik het niet. Te bang om het leven echt tot me te nemen. Ik maak problemen, maar jij maakt muziek.
I'm going to pause just for a moment. What I saw Roel do is after he was done singing, and then we have this gorgeous violin, you know, the instrumentalists of this band are so incredible. He actually turned around and looked at him. And that shows a lot of respect. That's what musicians do. When it's not all about the singer, we're going to always honor the instrumentalist, especially when they're doing something special or a little bit of solo. You turn to them and then you turn back. Because it shows that we're going to listen to this person now. Shows respect.
Waarom loop ik dagen op ingesleten paden? Herhaal ik de verhalen en mezelf nog het meest. Met ogen wijd gesloten, hoe kon ik het missen? Het was er, het is er. Altijd geweest. Ik breek om te bouwen, ben zeker, dus laat ik me vallen in vertrouwen dat het bestaat.
Yeah, it looks like Karsu is barely holding it together. This is a big, intense show because when you're in that hot seat and people are singing for you, it's very emotional. And that's what I love about this show is that people are just so giving and so caring and just they talk about so much about their career and their life. I'm actually telling all my voice students about it too because I think they can learn so much. And Roel, his voice is so powerful. He can do everything from sing jazz to contemporary music and just bring it even down to this really great ballad.
Dan kan ik het voelen, dan gaat alles open en komen de woorden pas zonder kritiek. Hoe graag zou ik altijd het leven zo nemen? Ik maak problemen, maar jij maakt muziek.
Oh my God.
Jij maakt muziek. Vrijgemaakt, losgeraakt, opgestaan en uitgepraat. Dus waar zijn de grenzen? Ik jaag er doorheen. Ik ren door de velden, bedwing alle bergen. Ik vaar op de sterren en de kokende zee. Met wijd open armen om het licht te ontvangen en eeuwig verlangen om te leven mijn lief. Met opstaan, met vallen en het grotere plan is wij samen, wij alles, wij maken muziek. Wow.
Well, that was a slow build. And it had that kind of definitely repetitive melody, which I think I read that Karsu. So I actually did Google Translate with Dutch, and it seems like this was a song she wrote in Turkish, and then Roel translated it into Dutch. And it was a very popular song that she had great success in Turkey. So she's Dutch too, but she has Turkish ancestry, I guess, or her parents from Turkey. But with Roel, his voice is so powerful. He is one of those singers that can really sing everything, and his voice is so powerful. So he sings very lovely. He's got great dynamic control. He's also right in the moment of that storytelling, the lyrics, everything is real. And then that end part, he was just kind of, we call improvising around the melody, because the melody was da 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 dee da 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 da, and then at the end, he wasn't singing that. He was improvising around it, which takes a lot of skill, because trust me, some people try and they fail. It doesn't sound great, because when you improvise, what you're trying to do is give different meaning of the text, and you're going to improvise in a way that the text is emphasized with the special meaning. Now, unfortunately, my Dutch is very rudimentary, so I didn't catch a lot of the words. I only know like really baby words, basically, like meisjes and dankjewel. That's kind of my level. But the passion of the music, that's what's so powerful about this show, is it doesn't matter that we don't understand the language. You get that feeling in the heart, and then the room, the energy of the room. And so that's the thing, is he's so passionate, and he's just like moving his arms around, but in a passionate, intentional way to create more contrast and more angst. Maybe not angst is the word, but more passion about the text. And that's what improvising does, is that you can change things around and create a different feeling or focus beyond the regular melody. And that band, amazing. And I love, like I said, when the violinist played and he just respectfully turned to him. That's so respectful. And that's actually proper stage etiquette, is that when there's a solo and someone is taking a solo, everybody will turn to them, because it's not all about the singer. It's about the ensemble. And that's what I love about this show too, because that band, the Marcel Fissel Band, it's really hard for me to remember to say it. Marcel Fissel. I think that's right. I hope so. But I'm a huge fan of that band, because they can play anything, and they're so tasteful, and they really have great arranging power. Now, I know that the singers, when they actually rehearse, and they probably do a lot of emailing before the show even happens, they kind of work out arrangements and ideas. And what I love too is that they typically don't cover it like it originally was. They actually do something different with it. And I love that, because when there's a great song and then you redo it in a different way, sometimes you get some more emotion that comes out. It's really interesting that way, because it's in a different setting. It's like remodeling your house. You know, you have a house and you have a certain color scheme, and then someone comes in and goes, whoa, let's just change this all up. The house is still great, but it has a different flavor. It has a different feeling. And that's what's so great about arranging. I love arranging, and I love to create arrangements myself that change things up. And sometimes the original is just perfect the way it is, but sometimes just a slight little tweak of a little bit of different arrangements, like with different instruments, for example, backing vocals, different kinds of beats. It can really change things up. So I love Karsu. I've totally fallen in love with her. She is such an amazing singer. And I have not watched the show yet. I'm completely behind, but that's okay, because I like to react before I watch the show, because I want to feel the emotion of the singing and touch on the singers. Like Roel has impressed me from day one, because he can sing anything. I mean, I think he could probably sing opera. Maybe he has, because his voice is so big and he can use it so skillfully, and he has such a big range. He's sung jazz, he sings rock, he does it all. But he always stays in integrity. And that's the other thing I'll think about this show, Beste Zangers, is that the emotional energy of the whole filming process and singing for each other amps everything up to the next octane, like the next octaves. People, I'm just joking. The octave is something else, but I think people confuse, at least Americans, octaves and octanes, but I'll talk about that later. But I am a huge fan of the show, and I just fall in love with all of the singers, because the other thing about the show is you have to be game players. You have to work together. They can't have any divas. There's no one who's going to like try to control the roost. They're all amazing singers, and there's a lot of vulnerability in this show. I mean, you're going to sing a song that someone wrote. I mean, that's scary. You know, you don't want to feel like you're going to screw it up or something. And it's just, everybody's so raw, and that includes the people watching. And it's just this huge, beautiful experience of celebrating music and again, community, which is what I really love about the Dutch culture that I've observed from the show, is that they have a tradition of singing for each other, and that singing is a community experience. It's not like, I'm going to tell you what to do, I'm going to sing for you, and you're going to watch me, and this ego thing. No. The singer expresses music, and then the listener responds, and it's this organic flow, and it's just so powerful. So I really wanted to look at this one because I love Karsu and I love Roel. I love everybody. I just love singers. That's just the way it goes. So if you love Beste Zangers and Roel van Velzen, I think I'm saying it right, because I'm learning that the ends usually are silents in Dutch. So I hope that's not Velzen or Velze, but you guys let me know, because I have no problems with you correcting my Dutch. I'm working on it, but I'm not the best yet. All right, so if you love Beste Zangers, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified of all of my uploads, and let me know what other Beste Zanger shows, seasons, singers I should react to. I know there's some from back 2016 and stuff. It's a huge wealth of Beste Zangers. It's like going to a candy shop for me. And also I want to let you know of my 2 free passion projects on Facebook. The first one is YouTube Success Strategies, and that's where I'm coaching people how to be successful on YouTube. Because YouTube is not just about making great videos, but there's some other things you need to know to get your videos found and grow your channel, which is not intuitive. So I'm coaching people in my Facebook group, and you can find the information below in the description. And then my other group is called Creative Soul Alignment, and that's for people that are interested in spirituality and creativity. And I have artists and singers from all over the world, from Pakistan to Holland to Norway to America to South America. It's a great group of people, and we like to share art and spirituality. And here's the deal. We are all here to create. And we're here to create a world that works for all of us without the creepy overlords, the unelected overlords telling us what to do. Now, the way we're going to work through that is we all need to get on board and visualize a world without those creepers. And so once we visualize a world where we don't need them, then we're going to come together and find a way to make it work, because that's what's going to happen. All right, so keep that in mind, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.